My name is Brina. I am going to tell you about the uka. Have you ever been to an ahupua'a? If you did, what part? 2 facts that I know about the uka is it's located in the uplands. Another thing I know about the uka is that they have plants such as olona, koa, and more. The koa's wood was used for canoes, houseposts, and the images of spirits. The olona plant made strong cordage for fish lines, nets, and feather cloaks. One thing I remember about the field trip was when we went hiking up the mountains to learn about our ancestors. My favorite part of the field trip was the malt shaker. My favorite part of the ahupua'a is the uka because I got to see the ocean from up high and it was like Mother Nature. Being half Hawaiian means a lot to me because they worked very hard keeping this land sustained.
Kumu and Noah. Ulu is the plant. Is actually a place for plants and farming. One important plant in the Ulu is the ulu. So being a Hawaiian means a lot to me because my ancestors lived in Hawaii 99 years ago. I never got to meet them in my years. I wish people will not be rude, angry, and abusive because I want everyone to go to heaven so they can be with their families. This is what aloha means as being Hawaiian. Ohana.
Hi, my name is Cloud and I'm going to tell you about 2 facts about kai. The first fact about the kai is this Hawaiian salt pa'a kai was used as medicine for preserving food in religious ceremonies and as a seasoning. The second fact about kai is that the kai has fish, life-sustaining salt, and a wide variety of other seafoods. Now I'm going to talk about one thing I remember from the field trip. The one thing I remember from the field trip is how to compost. Also, the most interesting from the field trip is that chicken can lay eggs in different colors. Now I'm going to talk about my favorite part of the ahupua'a. My favorite part of the ahupua'a is that kai because you can get food and you can swim. Now I'm going to talk about why Hawaiian means to me. Hawaiian means to me to be caretakers of the aina. It teaches me how to be a good person and how to show aloha, love, and respect to everyone.
Hi, my name is Nathaniel. Today, I'm going to talk about the uka. The uka is the upland. There are plants in the uka and trees in the uka. One thing I remember from the field trips is the coconut rhinoceros beetle. They go in the coconut tree and eat the trunk and kills the coconut tree. What I love about the ahupua'a is going through the mulch. Being sustainable is you grow food to survive. The plants on the uka is useful like koa. It can be used to make canoes and images of spirits. Bird feathers are used for making clothes and symbols of rank for the chief. Now you know about the uka.
Hello, my name is Ezekiel. Now we know why the Ahupua'a is important to people. One of the areas in the Ahupua'a is the uka. Did you know people live and work in the Ahupua'a? The uka is the mountain. You can get plants from the uka like ki'i vines and much more. The kula is the flat lands where you can plant and work. Kai is a beautiful ocean beach and where you could fish. The one thing that I remember from the field trip is how they build a lo'i in the uka. Sustainable means to get supplies on your own and survive on your own. Ancient Hawaiians used to plant and work in the Ahupua'a. Thank you for reading.
Hi, my name is Hezekiah. Do you know what sustainable means? I will talk about three sections about the Ahupua'a. The first section about the Ahupua'a is the uka. The second section about the Ahupua'a is the hula. After the third section about the Ahupua'a is the kai. Then being Hawaiian means to me that you're born and raised in my culture. And that's my favorite part of the Ahupua'a is the kai, because I like fishing and bodyboarding. I'm from Hawaii. After one thing I remember from my field trip, how the Hawaiians divided the land. Then the Ahupua'a was the most important thing of the island. Each Ahupua'a has its own name like Waimānalo.
Aloha, my name is Iokepa. This is a story about resources, animals, and field trips we went on about the uka. For the early Hawaiians, they used something called koa that they used for a canoe, housepots, and images of spirits. Kalua hardwood provide for something that can help you hunt in the wild, like a spear, and if you hunt and find a boar and you cook it, you might think it's useless, but it's not. You could use the fur as a blanket, and you could use the bones as a weapon. We had a field trip called Full Circle Farm. On this field trip, we learned about plants, fruits, and different places. My favorite part about the Ahupua'a is the plants and animals. Being a Hawaiian means to me because some Hawaiians are kind and helpful.
Hello, my name is Kaden and I am from Waimanalo. This story is about the kula. The kula is the flatlands in between the uka and the kai. The kai means the ocean and the land nearby it. The uka means the mountains. And then the flatlands are primary for lo'is because the more flatter the area, it also has more food plots that can be planted there. So then it has more area than the kai and the uka. So that's why it's a primary area for food plants. The kula has 7 food plants. I'm going to talk about 2 out of the 7 food plants. First, the plant I'm talking about is the uʻala. Uʻala is sweet potato that is also a medicine plant. The uʻala can also be used for many different ingredients for different things. And not only that, uʻala is also an alo'i. Next I'm going to talk about kalo. Kalo is also a medicine plant. It also goes in alo'i. One thing about I remember from a field trip is that I caught CRB. Next, if you don't know what CRB means, I'm going to tell you it right now. CRB means coconut rhinoceros beetle. My favorite part about the ahupua'a is the kai. The reason why I like to catch fish and being sustainable means to make sure to be neat and organized, and also to take and give back more to the ahupua'a.
My name is Kaitlin and I live in Waimanalo. I like to go to the beach, and I go to the beach with my grandma, my mom, my sister, my brother, and my aunties. I like going outside by myself so then I can play with my friends. And I can go to my mama's house and sleep over at their house. And babysit my cousins Callie and Zayden. And there are a lot of beaches by us. And I like going camping at my favorite beach. It is so much fun there. Me and my family love camping. We go camping like 5 or 6 times a year. And my favorite Hawaiian food is laulau. It is like a leaf that comes from a tree. It has something in the middle, but I don't know what it is though. I have another. It is pork and peas. My papa makes it. It is so good. I love it.
Hello, my name is Kizan, and I'll talk about 3 parts of a ahupua'a. The first thing in the ahupua'a is the uka, and the second thing in the ahupua'a is the kula. The final thing that is a part of the uka is the kai. Have you ever been to the ahupua'a, uka, kula, or kai before? I'll give you 2 facts about the ahupua'a. Did you know that the ahupua'a can be formed from the mountain to the sea and can be formed in different sizes? The ahupua'a had the kula, uka, and the kai. The places with ahupua'as were Wailaua, Ko'olapoko, Waianae, Eva, and Kona. The one thing I remember from the field trips were when we learned about the word sustainable. The other thing I learned is about a ahupua'a. My favorite thing about the ahupua'as are when we learned about different words, like Hawaiian words that are used in ahupua'as. Being Hawaiian means that I respect my culture. I think that ahupua'as are fun and helpful. I am from Waimanalo. In my opinion, I think that the ahupua'a is good for the island and other people.
Hi, my name is Kiani. Do you know how our ancestors lived? I will talk about 3 different things about the ahupua'a. The first section of the ahupua'a is the uka. The second section is the kula. The third one is the ahupua'a. I'll talk about the kai. The big meaning of Hawaii means to me that you're born and raised in your culture. Finally, my favorite part about the ahupua'a is helping out work. I love to work hard. I am from Waimanalo. I remember Hawaiian's land divisions, the best places to become crowded. Thus was born in the most important land divisions within Hawaii. The Ahupua'a, a section of land most often running from the mountain to the sea. Ahupua'a in size and shape. In areas in Ahupua'a and the uka, my favorite part about the field trip is when we went up to the Ahupua'a and did some work. My favorite part about the Ahupua'a was how all the Ahupua'a was nice filled with plants. Being Hawaiian means that all of our ancestors are trying their best for us and it feels local.
Hi, my name is Kingston. I live in Waimanalo. I will be teaching you about kai. Kai is the ocean. The ocean is like medicine to Hawaiians. They have to drink salt water. Now I will be talking about 2 facts. Kai is important because it is like medicine to the Hawaiian people. Second fact is people try to get rid of CRB because it destroys coconut trees. And now I will be talking about my favorite part is when we find CRB because it destroys coconuts. Now I will be talking about what being a Hawaiian means to me. It is to show aloha to me, other people, and my parents.
Hello, my name is Mahina. Today I'm going to tell you lots of stuff about the Ahupua'a. Ahupua'a is a section of land most running from the mountains to the sea. Now let me tell you something about Ahupua'a. Ahupua'a is a traditional Hawaiian things we live from high mountains where rain and water flows from mountains to the ocean, helping neighbors' ecosystem able to water grow freely without being contaminated on the way down. Hawaiians had resources to survive, and they have the strength and skills to survive. Hawaiians are very creative, instructive, obedient, wise people. They knew how to protect the Ahupua'a. The Ahupua'a has homes to many people and families too. In the 4th grade, they now know what an Ahupua'a is and why it's so important to the Hawaiians.
my name is Matthias, and I am from Waimanalo. The Kula is where the flat lands. The Kula is between the uka and the kai. The kukui trees provide nuts used for oil and light. Coal is used for natural sugars. Also, it is used for taste and for food. One thing I have learned from the field trip is when we tried to find the coconut rhinoceros beetles, that is difficult to find. And my favorite part of the Ahupua'a is the mountain, because there is a lot of plants and trees on the mountain. On the mountain, and lots of fruit and boar. I think Hawaii means to show kindness and or showing a lot to people and showing shaka to people. The Ahupua'a was a great time learning for me, and it was fantastic.
Hi, my name is Mia, and today I'm going to talk about the uka. Have you ever been to an uka? The uka is the bottom to the top of the mountain. Another thing I know about the uka is that it has spores that the native Hawaiians hunted down so they can eat. One thing I learned at the field trip is that coconut rhinoceros beetles are bad for trees. My favorite part of the Ahupua'a is when we were finding coconut rhinoceros beetles. My second favorite part is the mulch shaker. Being Hawaiian makes me happy because they brought aloha and love to our island and learned about plants that are good for our body and the environment.
Hi, my name is Shearer. Do you want to learn more facts about the kai? Well, here are some. Kai provides a medicine used for such as ailments as dizziness, fever, nausea, and stomachache. The seawater itself was the medicine. Also, pure salt is extracted from the sea water through evaporation. One thing I remember during our field trip was when we were putting mulch in buckets and spreading it around the kalo. My favorite part of the Ahupua'a is the kai because I like going to the beach and getting trash around it. Sustainable means you can grow and provide your own supplies. You don't need anything from anyone. The kai was important to Native Hawaiians and still is.
My name is Toba Kabua, and I'm going to talk about kai. Have you heard about kai in English, the sea? It is a division of an ahupua'a. Kai is preferred in medicine used for such sickness as dizziness, fever, nausea, and stomachache. It can help your body and your headache, so it will go away. Why people use this sometime in the past? Kai where you go for fishing, to eat, and feed their family members. My favorite part about the field trip is learning how to compost and can also grow plants. I know all the plants' names. Reminds me to show respect for others and be responsible to others' people.
Hi, my name is Shenson. Today I'm going to talk about 2 facts about the kai, uka, and kula. Then I am going to write things I remember from the field trips I took. Now I'm going to talk about the facts. Did you know that the Hawaiians ate algae from the kai? Then the uka provided plants and animals
animals and resources. Then the kula, it provided kukui trees and its nuts. It gave us oil too. And in the book, it says the oil from the kukui nut, it's used for lightning. Now I'm going to talk about what I remember from our first field trip. On this field trip, we got to see where I lived. When we got there, we got to see the pond. Then we went more up so we can explore. Then my uncle told us about the pass. Then we put plants on the mountain. Then we needed to help the uka by putting plants in it. Then we went in a circle to talk about the info we learned about. Then I will tell you about my favorite part of the Ahupua'a. My favorite part of the Ahupua'a is the uka. The uka because I live there. And there there's lots of plants to discover, and my people live there. I know my ancestors are watching me and waiting for me to discover the world out there.
My name is Zayden, and I am from Waimanalo. Did you wonder if you can go to the kula? One fact about the kula is that it has foods that are just like medicine. Another fact is that animals like chickens and boars live in the kula. Two things I remember from the field trip was I was trying to find CRBs. Also, I'm going to talk about the mocha and Uncle Kelly telling us they are trying to build back the Ahupua'a. Being a Hawaiian is good because I can be a native, and when I grow up I can be a part of an Ahupua'a and maybe build one.